Hello everyone! Welcome to another tower tutorial here. Today we're going to be looking at adding general aviation and local flights. Let me pop that up. There's the file we have. I'm using Philly. I don't actually have my local flights in here. I had some originally and I forgot I'd put them in there, and so the file got overwritten. But as you can see, it kind of already gives you an idea when you open up the file what the how it goes, but I'm going to give you a quick run through anyways. Just so, because it can still be a little confusing. Just exactly how we're going to fill this in. You can use an example. I'm using San Diego as an example on my other side, just in case I get confused on something I want to use. You want to keep your airplane file up because again, locals use a lot of different airplanes you won't generally see. So that would be a suggestion to keep your airplane file up. I don't have it up on here today, but that's something you want to always pull up so you can just real quick find what the airplane is. So I'm using FlightAware to pick up some general aviation. We are going to essentially be BSing them though. We're going to be using them for real codes, but the flights aren't actually going to be at a real time. In fact, I'm going to be setting all my flights at 1 a.m. and that's so I can, once we get a few in, I can show you what in game just how it translates over to that. If my stream will not stop sucking for a second. There it goes. So let's go ahead and start here. So as you see, we want to have airport from, to, the time. We want to have the plane type, the line code, stop and go, blah blah blah. That's actually out of order. No, it is in order. That's right. It's time, plane type, line code. Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and go over. I'm going to go over to my FlightAware file. You can't actually my FlightAware page. You can't actually see it because I don't have the extension to grab Chrome. So the first flight I have is someone took a general aviation flight from Philly to Fort Lauderdale, so we're going to do the same thing. Now in this file, whereas if you watch the other tutorial where we did schedule files use just a 3-letter airport code. This uses the full code. So we're leaving from KPHL. We are going to Fort Lauderdale, KFLL. It is leaving at 0100. Yeah, we do have the blanks in there. So as I said, so there we go. So we have where are we leaving from, where are we going to, what time are we leaving, and we're doing arrival just to show you the difference how that works. What plane type is it? Well, in this it was an LJ60. Let me see if we have an LJ60. I highly doubt it. No. Oh, we have an LJ45 though. We're going to use the LJ4 then. LJ45 LJ4, so we're going to try that. We're going to use an LJ4. Then the next ones we need what was its line code. So it is, most planes always registration starts with an N. That's never pronounced if you don't know that. It's going to be 604 Bravo Kilo. It is not doing a stop and go. It is not doing a touch and go. It is not doing a low approach. Then we copy it without the N. So 604 Bravo Kilo. And then we put in, I think I use usually 2 spaces, we'll put in the pronunciation. So 604 Bravo Kilo. And there you go. So that's all we've done. So basically, again, where are we leaving from? Philly. Where are we going to? Fort Lauderdale. What time are we leaving? At 1 a.m. What plane are we taking? We're taking the Learjet 45. What's our line code? N064BK. Are we doing a stop and go? Nope. Are we doing a touch and go? Nope. Are we doing a low approach? Nope. Drop out the N, 604BK. And then how do we, what's the, how to phrase it basically? How do we pronounce it pretty much? You're just going to type out how you would say it if you're basically thinking if you're saying it in game, then you just type that out. So 604 Bravo Kilo. Got another. We're at an arrival this time. Let me pull up my arrival list. Let's see, what do we have? Let's go. We have one arriving from Lynchburg. Let's go with that. So that's KLYH. Arriving to KPHL. At what time? Well, 1 o'clock again. For this, I'm just going to use a CNJ. I'm not going to use anything fancy. It is a C-172, but it's a citation. But we're going to be lazy on that. What was this called? November? Well, I don't use copy that, but N245 Mike. We're not gonna do a stop and go, touch and go, or anything else. 924 Mike. I have too many spaces in there apparently. There we go. And copy that. 924 Mike. There we go. So again, for landings, just basic switch. Where's he coming from? Lynchburg. Where's he going? Philly. What time does he land? 1 a.m. What's the plane? And then everything else the same as we did last time. We'll add a few more in here real quick. So let's add a couple more. We're going to add mostly departures because they don't take as long. So let's find another departure on my departure list as I'm just scrolling through. There's one going to Adirondack. KSLK. He is flying a citation, so we'll use the CNJ probably. He'll leave at 011. He'll fly a CNJ. November 656 Zulu. And we can space those over if we want, which, well, yeah, we'll space it over, just keep everything even. Nothing. 656 Zulu. Again, we'll space it over, just keep everything nice and even. And we'll put in the code. 656 Zulu. We're adding 2 more. Oops. Let's find another one. Going to FRG. KFRG, excuse me. KFRG. We'll leave at 0100 as well. He is flying a Beechcraft Super King. I know I have that on here. It's BH. Well, that's a Bonanza, but we might just use it. Ah, there we go. We don't have the Super King. We're just going to be lazy. And we're going to use the 1900. The BEH. And hopefully it does load. BEH. He is N287RA. Again, we aren't doing any of those stop and go technical loan approaches. Type out the code without the N. And then how would we say that? 287 Romeo Alpha. I'll add in, yeah, like I said, 2 more of these. Oops. I keep forgetting like I said, I'm used to the schedule where we don't use the K, so you have to mind me with my habit of missing the Ks. KBNA. Say 01, 02. I don't have a plane. I'm just going to use the CNJ again as a simplistic option. This one didn't have a plane list on it, so I'm just using the CNJ just to be lazy. And I know it works. 426. Some of them don't work. That's why I say that. I ran into that issue with the Gulf streams. I think it's mostly just the Gulf streams are having issues, but just a note. So hopefully, when we do go take a look at it in the game, it's actually working. We don't have to do Zulu Foxtrot. Then we'll do KPHL, KEWR, 0101. He'll do, let's try a different one in here. Let's do a CJ3. Do a GJ4. Do a Gulf stream. See if it's actually working. And 139er Hotel Foxtrot. Not doing any of those. 139er Hotel Foxtrot. 139 Hotel Foxtrot. There we go. We'll add a couple more landings in real quick. Which can just kind of just add some extra flights onto it, just make it interesting for everyone. Eastern Slopes Regional, KIZG, KPHL. You arrive at 0102. You arrive at, say, 12, because the game's going to start early on me. 12:59. He's flying a Piper. Or we use a PEG. PEG. It was N466CP. We aren't going to do any of the special codes. I could show you those, but I actually don't remember the commands. That's the main reason I'm not putting any of those in, by the way. I think if you do St. Thomas, it does have those, and I'm sure the commands are really easy. I just don't actually remember. Because we really have a lot of these early ports miss some of the GA traffic, and some of them we just... I don't really play St. Thomas that much, so I don't actually know the difference between stop and go, touch and go, all those codes for doing that. I remember the idea of them, but it's been a while too, so even the idea of them is a little sketchy on my mind. One more arrival, we're going to use this New Bedford one. So it goes from KEBW to KPHL. He's also flying a Piper, so he's going to be on the PAG. He'll come in at 0101 on the PAG. I'm going to use N123 DM. This is it's used a private flight scheduling type thing, so it shows up on there as DCM6123. So taking liberties in what his code's going to be for that. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 Delta Mike. We'll save that real. Okay, sorry about that. It disconnected on me there for a second, where hopefully it doesn't get... It's having a really bad upload times, and I'm not sure what's screwing it up right now. But, well, hopefully it will hold up here while we just real quick take a quick look through this here. So let's go ahead and just relax. We're going to do a little bit of gameplay, and we'll call it quits on this. I just want to show you how to add that in and just kind of show you how this works. We're not going to delete them. So let's go ahead and pause the game here. But as you see, it works! 604 Bravo Kilo. Pushback approved. Expect runway 26.
Ground, 26 pushback approved. 604 Bravo Kilo. Philadelphia
There's
Tower,
our other one, 287.
Romeo Alpha requesting push and start.
And unfortunately, they're so far away from the tower at Philly, they're a little bit of a pain in the ass to see. I kind of wish we could see them easier, but...
Philadelphia Tower.
Yep, there's our arrival.
924 Mike with you, runway 27 left.
924 Mike, enter final runway 26.
Enter final runway 26, 924 Mike.
924 Mike, runway 26, clear to land.
Philadelphia ground.
And you see, we can just make him say 9 if you don't want him to say 9. As he's doing.
Unable to land. The runway is too short.
924 Mike, enter final runway 27 left.
Philadelphia Tower.
Mike.
656 Zulu requesting push and start.
924 Mike, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Enter
Oh,
final
God name's that too
27
short.
left, 924 Mike.
604 Bravo Kilo, continue taxi.
Runway 27 left, cleared to land, 924 Mike.
Continue taxi 604 Bravo Kilo. Philadelphia Tower.
Hopefully actually continues
139
taxi.
Hotel Foxtrot requesting push and start.
The same we could, if we do have to extra type that as 9er, we wanted to say 9er. It's not a big deal. Doesn't really bother me that much. Just a point. 287 Romeo Alpha, pushback approved. Expect runway 26.
Philadelphia Tower. 426 Zulu Foxtrot requesting push and start.
Yeah, so there you go. This is
pushback
as
approved.
you see, we added them.
287 Romeo
They actually
Alpha.
loaded up in here. Yes, they're kind of hard to see. 656 Zulu, pushback approved, expect runway 26.
Unable to take off from this runway. The runway is too short for takeoff. 656 Zulu.
604 Bravo Kilo. That's good, never mind. Clear. (287) Romeo Alpha, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
604 Bravo Kilo, runway 26, continue taxi. 604 Bravo Kilo, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. 604 Bravo Kilo. Philadelphia ground, 287 Romeo Alpha ready to taxi.
For some reason that doesn't actually connect all the way through. I'm not quite sure what the theory on that was. Not a great takeoff runway, but things we learn when you're 656 Zulu, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right, pushback
139er Hotel Foxtrot, pushback
656
approved,
Zulu.
expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right, pushback approved. 139 Hotel Foxtrot. Philadelphia ground, 139
139 Hotel
ready to
Foxtrot,
taxi.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi. 139 Hotel Foxtrot. Philadelphia ground, 656 Zulu ready to taxi.
Yeah, we're working on that. (139 Hotel Foxtrot, hold short of taxiway Delta.
Hold short of taxiway Delta. 139
426
Hotel
Zulu Foxtrot, pushback approved, expect runway 27 right.
Ground, 27 right pushback approved. 426 Zulu Foxtrot.
There you go, there's our little Learjet right there. 604 Bravo Kilo, runway 26 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 26 cleared for takeoff. 604 Bravo Kilo.
Philadelphia ground, 426 Zulu Foxtrot ready to taxi.
Didn't like that eventually. Oh, he's finally off the ground. And of course now it's being all, oops, there goes how much went. Does it go? No, nope, doesn't want to go. Anyways, I just want to show you a plane there. So, there you go. That's a little tutorial. There's how you add GA flights into Tower 3D. And 3D Pro. As I said, there's little few things you can add in there. You can add touch and goes and stuff. All you got to do for that, I didn't show you that, but just change the line there. If you want stop and go, the first one you make a 1. If you want touch and go, the first one you make a 1. If you want a low approach, the second one you make a 1. If you want touch and go, last one you make a 1. If you want a low approach. That's really all there is to it. It's simple. Well, I won't say it's simple, but I mean, once you look at it, it's like, oh, okay. Again, it's another one of those. As you do it and as you look at it, it becomes pretty simple. But it just, at the time, it can be daunting at first. So, anyways, there's a tutorial on how to add general aviation flights into Tower 3D. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on later.